What is ER stands for? ER stands for entity relationship model. So this is next. Another method is normalization. So normalization is not used for developing the database. Normalization is used for designing the database. So it is not the topic comes under development. So this is the topic related to design. Okay. Next, suppose design is ready. So design is ready. Design is ready means what? Design is ready means tables are ready. Okay, now see, building plan is ready. Building plan is ready means plan is there on the paper. Similarly, database design is ready. Database design is ready means database tables are there on the paper. So next you need to create the tables. Yes or no? Okay, now so now the tables are there on the paper. Now we need to create the tables inside the computer. So creating the tables inside the computer is called what? Development. Are you getting or not? So design is ready means we using ER model, using normalization, you design. So design is ready. Design is ready means tables are ready. Tables are there on what? Paper. But tables should be created inside the computer. Creating the tables inside the computer is called what? Development. Next, database is developed by developers and DBS. Okay, na? Developed by developers and DBS. So these are the two persons involved in developing what? Database. What is DBS stands for? DBS stands for database what? Administrators. Okay, na? So DBS stands for database administrators. These two people are involved in developing the database. One is developers, another one DBS. But how they develop? By using how the database is designed, by using ER model and normalization. Similarly, how the database is developed? By using any DBMS softwares like Oracle. Okay, na? Now what is Oracle is? Oracle is not used for designing the database. Oracle is used for developing the database. Okay, Oracle is not used for design. Oracle is used for development or administration. You can use Oracle for development. You can use Oracle for database administration, but we don't use Oracle for designing the database. So what are used for designing? ER model and normalization. Okay, then now you got some idea now what is Oracle is. So Oracle is the tool, so that comes under this one. Okay, in the life cycle, so Oracle is used for this. Oracle is not used for this. Oracle is not used for this. Oracle is used for what? Development, database development. Okay, then next. So what is the difference here? What is the difference between developers and what? DBS? Okay, now what is the difference between developers and DBS? Like developer and what? DBS. What is the difference between these two? Developers and DBS. Okay, then so what are the activities? So what is the difference is activities are different. Developer is involved in some activities. DBS are involved in some activities. Like if you take companies, clerk and manager. So clerk is involved in some activities. Managers are involved in some activities. Similarly, developers and DBS also. So developers are involved in some activities and DBS are involved in some activities. What are the roles and responsibilities of developer? So one is what? Creating tables. Another one, creating tables, creating views, creating synonyms. Next, fourth one, creating what? Sequences, creating what? Indexes, creating what? Okay, sequences, indexes, creating something like what? Creating materialized views. Seventh one, creating what? Procedures. Eighth one, creating functions. Ninth one, creating triggers. 10th one, writing queries like this. So this is what the roles and responsibilities of developers. Creating tables, creating views, synonyms, sequences, indexes, material views, procedures, functions, triggers, and queries, writing queries. So these are the day-to-day activities of what developer. Okay, next. So if you join as a Oracle developer, so every day you are involved in this. So if anyone asks you, tell me the day-to-day activities of Oracle developer means, just give this list. Okay, writing queries, creating triggers, functions, procedures like this. Yes or no? Next, what are the day-to-day activities of what DBA? What are the activities of database administrator? So that is what, if you like, one advantage of Oracle is like if you know Java, so then you can become only Java developer. You can prepare resume as Java developer and you can attend interviews. But if you know Oracle, then there are two options for you. You can become developer or you can also become DBA, database administrator. You got two options here. You can go for development side or you can go for administration side. Okay, then. So what are the activities of DBA? Okay, now. So then, like actually, this is the like what laptop. I'm using a laptop. I'm using laptop for personal usage. So in this laptop, I installed Oracle. Okay, na? In this laptop, I installed Oracle. So, but if you go to companies, in companies, so they don't use PCs, they use network, because in the companies, so group of developers will work with the same project. So that's why they use network. In network, we install Oracle. So Oracle is installed by DBA. One of the activities what installation of what Oracle. Installation of Oracle. Okay, na? So in a network, so we install Oracle means DBA. So one of the activities installation of Oracle. Next, then suppose a new project is started. When new project starts, for that new project, so DBA, database administrator, takes one computer. Suppose this is one computer. In this computer, he install Oracle. Okay, na? In this computer, for the new project, he takes one computer. In this computer, he install Oracle, and this computer is called server. Okay, na? This is called server. Next, inside this computer, what he will do, he creates a database for the new project. Suppose that project is sales project, he creates one database for the sales project. So next, after installation, inside the server, creates what database. So another activity is what, creating database. Okay, another activity is creating the database. So suppose this project is sales project, he creates one database for the sales, and this database is sales database. Next one. So for this new project, some developers are recruited. Some developers are recruited for the new project. Developer 1, developer 2, developer 3. Some developers are joined for this new project. Developer 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then, so every day these developers will connect to the server and work with what database. Every day they have to connect to the server and work with the database. Yes or no? But to connect to the server, what it is asking, like I want to connect to the Oracle database. To connect to the Oracle database, so what it is asking is, it is asking username and password. Okay, so if you want to connect to the database, it will ask username and password. So this developer 1 and 2, 3. So all these three developers wants to connect to the database. Every day they connect to the server and work with the database. But to connect to the database, so it is asking username and password. Then what DBA will do? DBA creates one user ID password for developer 1. One user ID password is created for developer 2. One user ID password is created for developer 3. By using that user IDs and passwords every day, these developers will connect to the what server and work with what database. Then who creates user ID password for the developers? DBA. So another activity is what? Creating user IDs and user IDs. Okay, creating user ID and password. Okay, now next. So installation of Oracle inside the server, create the database and create IDs for the developers. Next, after that, next. So what is most important for companies? The most important is what? Okay, na? So for companies, what is most important is customer data is most important. Okay, what is most important is customer data is most important. You take banks. So what is most important for banks is customer data, because if the customer data is lost, then so customers will go to what? Courts. Yes or no? Okay, so they need to provide the security. Yes or no? So suppose for example, like I'll go to the bank, I'll ask what is my balance. So if bank people says, sir, your details are gone, will you accept? No. Okay, so then what is important is customer data is important. Okay, so that is why what these people will do every day, regularly they take what? Backup. Okay, na? Regularly they take the database backup. Okay, so what is backup means? Suppose this is the database, this is another hard disk, this is another hard disk, external hard disk, and this database is copied to, they copy this database to what? Another hard disk, another external hard disk. Okay, then so it is not in the same hard disk, it is copied to the another hard disk. So this data is copied to the another hard disk. So what is this is called? This is called what? Backup. Who takes the backup? Okay, now so like suppose for example, uh, so like how this backup is useful? This backup is useful, so if the original database is what? Damaged, then you can recover the database from the backup. Okay, if original database is what? Damages, if original database is lost, you can recover the database from the backup. Okay, understood? Now let's see, suppose here, like for example, I lost my license. Okay, now so I'll go to the RTA office, I'll contact RTA office, and so I want I'll apply for another one. So then they'll ask, uh, just produce the Xerox copy. If I can able to produce the Xerox copy, I can able to get the original copy. Yes or no? So similarly here also, what? Here also, so if you have the backup now, you can get the original copy. If the original copy is damaged, you can get this copy from the backup. Okay, so who takes the backups? So DBA, like what? Taking database what? Backup and restore. So copying the database to another hard disk is called backup, and recovering the database from the backup. Recovering the database, if original database is corrupted, so recovering the database from the backup is called restore. So we will do this DBA. So DBA do this. Next one. Okay, then another. So suppose here, like for example, then so this is one server, this is one server. Let us say this is what? Server in what? TCS. Okay, next, TCS developed one database. TCS is developed one database, but now TCS developed database for whom? So they developed database for one company, like say some bank, let's say HDFC Bank. So TCS developed a database for some company, so that is for HDFC. Now at present, where is the database now? So database is developed. Now it is there in the TCS server. Now let's say this is server. Now the database is there in the TCS server. Now it is developed for whom? It is developed for HDFC. Then what they have to do? So they have to move this database to the HDFC server. Now it is there in the TCS server. Now these people have to move this database to the HDFC server. So moving the database from one server to another server. What this is called? This is called export and import. So another one, database what? Export and import. Exporting and importing means moving the database from one place to another place. So who will be doing this? DBA, database administrator, will be doing this export and import. Okay, next one. So suppose here, like for example, you go to ATM. Suppose you want to check the balance. You insert the card, you enter PIN number. Next, you select for balance inquiry. Then suppose assume the system is taking half an hour time to show the balance. Will you wait for half an hour? No. You cancel that request and you go to the next ATM. So similarly, suppose you are sending a request to Oracle, but Oracle is taking more time to show the response. You're sending a request to Oracle, but it's taking more time to show the response. But users can't wait for minutes of time. User sends request, they wanted the response in seconds or fraction of seconds. They can't wait for minutes of time. Suppose if Oracle is taking more time to show the response, then what DB has to do? He has to do something to make it run faster. Okay, so DB has to do something to make it run faster. What is that is called? That is called performance tuning. What that is called? That is called performance tuning. So performance tuning means improving. Tuning means what? Improving. Performance tuning means improving the performance. So because system Oracle performance is slow, you need to improve the performance. Improving the performance is called performance tuning. So we'll be doing this. DB, database administrator, will be doing this. Okay. Next, suppose assume one user is like one client or one user, like one client is using old version of Oracle 8. He was using Oracle 8. Okay. Now he wants to migrate to Oracle 12c. Oracle 8 version. Now he wants to migrate to the Oracle 19c. Okay. Then, so what is this is called? This is called upgradation. What is this is called? Upgradation. What is upgradation means? Like converting from old version of Oracle to the latest version. So this is called upgradation. And one client is using MySQL. Next, you want to shift to the Oracle. Okay, so he was using MySQL. Now you want to shift to the Oracle. And what is this is called? This is called migration. Migration means one database to another database. Upgradation means old version of Oracle to the latest version. So we'll be doing this database upgradation and migration. Okay, then upgradation and migration. We'll be doing this upgradation and migration, DBA. Next one. That's all. So these are the what? So these are the what? The day-to-day activities of developer and the day-to-day activities of what? DBA. Okay. And so here actually this is important for any like suppose you want to become Java developers. Okay, now then you want to become a Java developer. So like you are learning what servlets, website, web development. Using Java, you are learning the web development. What is the life cycle of web development also you should know. Okay, so what is the life cycle of web development? Okay, now then. So I'm explaining about database development, but to become Java developer, you should also know what is the life cycle of web development. Okay, now development is completed. That means these are ready. Database is created in. Now development is also completed. Tables are also created inside the computer. So inside the computer, you create the database. Inside the database, create tables. So this is completed. Next, once database development is completed, it has to be tested. It has to be tested. Now, so database is tested by QA people. Tested by QA people. What is QA stands for? Quality what? Assurance. Tested by QA people. Okay, then QA people. So tested by QA team by using some tools called testing tools. They use some tools for testing the database. So those tools are called testing tools. Okay, now then. So that means every page there are some tools. For designing, some tools are there. For development, some tools are there. For testing, also some tools are there. So testing is also completed. Once testing is completed, what the next phase? Implementation. Next, what is implementation means? Database is developed and database is what? Tested. Testing is also completed. Now, what the next phase is? Implementation. And what is implementation means? Okay, na? Implementation means, see here, like some simple implementation means what? Like see, just now I explained. Now database is developed. Uh, who developed? TCS. Now where is the database now? TCS server. Now it is developed for whom? HDFC. Now this database should be delivered to what? HDFC. Then so this database is copied to the HDFC server. Once the database is copied to HDFC server, and so you can say implementation is completed. This is called delivering. Okay, na? So implementation is completed. So once implementation is completed, then end user can use the database. HDFC people can use this database. Okay, so the server that is used by TCS, this server is called what? A development server. In real time, the server is called development server, and the server used by HDFC client. So HDFC is the client. The server used by client is called production server. Okay, server used by development company is called development server, and the server used by HDFC company client, that is called production server. What is implementation means? Moving the database from development server to production server. Okay, na? So once the database is moved to the production server, then implementation is completed, so the client can use the database. Okay, so that is what implementation means. Means like moving database from development server to production server. Okay, then so next, once this database is delivered to HDFC people, next TCS will provide some maintenance to HDFC maintenance. Okay, na? So if HDFC people will get any issues, then TCS will resolve that issues. And day to day also they maintain what? TCS will do this backup and restore activities. Okay, na? Then so that is called maintenance. So 6 months or 1 year, TCS will provide the maintenance to HDFC people. So after 6 months, 1 year, then TCS will charge for that maintenance. But during the 6 months, 1 year, that maintenance will be free. After 6 months, they charge. TCS will charge for that maintenance. Okay. Then so these are the what, like different phases. Okay. So I think you understood this now. Next. like after this, then so this knowledge is enough. So before we start actual Oracle, okay na? So what you learned in this, you learned what? Okay, then in this you learned what is database, what is DBMS, what is RDBMS, what is WAR-DBMS, next what database, what development life cycle. You learn database development life cycle. Okay, then so this will discuss this later. These two topics comes later. Okay, this is not the time for discussing these two topics now. So you learn this part. So this is enough before we start the actual Oracle. Now we can start the actual Oracle. Okay, then so if anyone asks you, then already I given the answer. So what is Oracle 19C something? And what is your answer? And so it is a what? So Oracle is a what? Oracle is basically a what? RDBMS software, and also support the features of RDBMS, and use it to develop. Okay, use it to develop and use it for database what development and administration. And database administration. Okay, then next. So this is the answer you must give if anyone asks you what is Oracle is. Okay, now next. So here actually, so this is what is Oracle means, and what for it is user means. You just give this development and administration, database development, database administration. Okay, then so what are the features means I already given, like RDBMS features. You can same thing you can apply to Oracle. I given RDBMS features now. The same features you can apply to Oracle. Next, what are the versions of Oracle? Versions of Oracle. Okay, versions are there from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 8i, next 9i, next 10g, 11g, 12c, and 18c, next 19c. But the latest version is 19c. 19c is the latest version. Okay, na? Then so 19c is the latest version. Okay, then next. So here, if you see this, there is a suffix here, IGC. What is I stands for? I stands for internet. What is G stands for? G stands for grid. What is C stands for? C stands for cloud. I stands for internet, G stands for grid, and C stands for cloud. Internet, grid, cloud. Then, so all these versions are available in internet. You can download, you can install, you can use. Okay, now personal usage, no problem. But for commercial usage, you need to take license. Okay, now you want to use Oracle for practice purpose. Okay, you can download, you can use. But if you want to use for business purpose, then so you have to take license. Okay, then so how to download it? Then you go to what Oracle website. Okay, na? Go to Oracle website. Say oracle.com. Next, here use search. So there is a search button here. Okay, then okay, search here. What that is? Oracle database download. Hmm. Okay, then here you see that you select for which OS. So you type Oracle database 19c downloads. Then you select your OS. So select this one. Suppose your Windows, your operating system is Windows, select this one. If your OS is Linux, select this one. So go to this one, click that. Okay. Then, so if you click that, then you'll get this. Okay. Then you select this one, Oracle 19c for Microsoft Windows. So click this. Download starts. Okay. Then so after downloading, you'll get the zip file. You unzip it, and you'll get a folder. Go to that folder. There will be a setup. Double click the setup. So this directions, installation guides. So click here. Okay, na? Otherwise you go to same thing, Google. Then next, after downloading, then next you just type this one, step by step installation. Step by step installation of what? Oracle 19c. Okay. Then step by step installation of Oracle 19c for Microsoft Windows. Okay, now then you type that one. So step by step installation of Oracle 19c. So you type that. Okay. Then so first download this. After downloading, you'll get a zip file. Unzip. Go to the folder, and there will be a setup. Double click the setup. So when you double click the setup, then installation starts. Next, if you want, you go and see that step by step installation. So it gives screenshots also. Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You follow that according to your OS. Okay, Windows 10. Okay. And okay. So why this is called internet? Why this is called grid? What is this cloud is? What is internet? What is grid? What is cloud? Okay, na? What is internet? What is grid? What is cloud? So, like actually, see, internet is introduced in version 8, right? But before these versions, now Oracle is used for what? Desktop applications. Okay, there are two: desktop applications and web applications and mobile applications. But before 8 version, so that time internet is not there actually. So before this 8 version, okay, then Oracle is used for what? Desktop applications. Okay, then so when internet is introduced, okay, na? So then Oracle is can also be used for internet applications. Starting from 8i, Oracle can be used for internet applications. So that is why. So just suffix I is added. Okay, na? Then so from Oracle 8i onwards, from 8i onwards, Oracle can be used for internet applications. Okay, next one. But the next one is G. G means what? Grid. Okay, what does G mean? G means grid. What is grid means? Like what is grid means? Suppose here, see, in which version grid is introduced? 10G version. But before 10G version, see, this is database, and this database is accessed through single server. This is the server, and this is the database. Server means computer. So this is the database, and this database is accessed through single server. Okay, now then, so you access database through this server. Suppose this server is shut down. If the server is shut down, so database is not available. You can't access database. You have to wait till this server restarts. Okay, now for some maintenance purpose, so sometime they have to shut down the server. If the server is shut down, database is not available to the customers. So the customers have to wait till the server restarts. Okay, so this is the problem they encountered. Then, so from 10G onwards, what we can do? So this is the database. Now, database can be accessed through multiple servers, not single server. Database can be accessed through what? Multiple servers. Accessed through multiple servers. Then, so like what is the advantage? What the advantage is? If one server is down, still you can access database through another server. So this is server 1. Say this is server 2. This is server 3, and this is server 4. Okay, so database can be accessed through multiple servers. Okay, so if what is the advantage? If one server is down, you can access database through another server. Server 1 is down, you can access database through 2. 2 is also down, you can access database through 3, otherwise 4, like this. If one server is down, you can access database through another server. Okay, then another server. Now, so what are the advantages? Advantages, it improves availability. So all the time database is available to the customers. Okay, now all the time it is available to the customers. So there won't be any downtime. Then means, like suppose which companies require this. So companies whose like if companies, okay, if server is down for 5 minutes, if their business is affected, so those companies will go for this. And what is this collection of servers? This collection of servers is called grid. This is called grid. What is grid means? Grid means collection of servers. With the help of this grid, database can be accessed through multiple servers. Even if one server is down, we can access database through another server. Grid improves what? Availability. Okay. So for some companies, if server is down for 5 minutes, if their business is affected, so those companies will go for grid. The best example is stock market. In stock market, if server is down for 5 minutes, so in 5 minutes, lakhs of transactions takes place in stock market. So their business is affected. So those companies will go for grid. Okay, then. So grid improves what? Availability. Okay, now then. So grid means collection of servers. Okay, then so from 10G onwards, Oracle database can be accessed through multiple servers, and the advantage of grid is it improves what availability. Advantage of grid is it improves availability. Next. Next one, cloud. Why this is called cloud? Cloud is introduced in 12C. Okay, then so what is this cloud is like? Another one. So like suppose here, if you order for a product in Amazon or Flipkart, how Flipkart and Amazon will deliver the products to the customer? Okay, how Amazon and Flipkart will deliver the product to the customer? So they come to your place and deliver the product to the customer and take the signature. Yes or no? Okay, na? So this is how a products are delivered to the customer in Amazon and Flipkart. So how software products are delivered to the end user? Okay, na? Like these products, how software products are delivered to the customer? How software products are delivered to the end user? So next, there are two methods. What are the two methods? One is on premises, second one on cloud. But in olden days in the sense some years back, companies used only one method. What that method is? On premises method. Okay, na? One method. What is that method? On premises method. But nowadays there are two methods. So now you can deliver the software products to the end user in two ways. One is on premises, another one on cloud. One is on premises and another method is on cloud. What is on premises is, okay, what is on premises? Now let's see. Suppose for example, so this is TCS, like I explained already this HDFC. So this is TCS server. Okay, this is HDFC server. Now, so TCS is developed a product. Product means what? Maybe a database application, Java application, anything. So TCS developed one application for HDFC. Now where this is? Now it is there in the TCS server, and TCS people will go to the HDFC premises. This TCS team has to deliver this to HDFC. So TCS people will go to the HDFC premises, and this product is installed in HDFC server. This product is deployed in the HDFC server. Okay, so TCS team will go to the HDFC premises, and the product is deployed in the HDFC server. So what is this is called? This is called on premises. Means what is that is deploying the product or deploying the application in the server managed by client. Okay, listen. So deploying the product in the server managed by client. So where this product is deployed? Server. Which server and who is managing the server? The server is managed by client, HDFC. Yes or no? So this is called on premises. Now where is the application? That application is there in the HDFC premises. That's why it is called on premises. Okay, this application is there in the HDFC premises. That's why it is called on premises. Next. So now from in on premises, one second. So in on premises, now in on premises, so database is deployed in the server managed by client. Okay, in on premises, database is deployed in the server managed by client. So I think you understood this. What is on premises is. Okay, now then in on premises, database is deployed, database is installed in the server managed by client. So that server is managed by client. Next, let's see. But nowadays, there is one more has come into the market. What is that is on cloud deployment, on premises deployment, on cloud deployment. Now let's say one cloud is there. Suppose this is one cloud. Okay, what this cloud is? Okay, na? What this cloud? So cloud is one environment. What is cloud? Cloud is one environment. Okay, understood. Cloud is one environment. Okay, then like suppose here, uh, so like we are using some environment. What is that environment? You got one laptop, I got one laptop. So using Zoom, like you connected and I connected taking the class. So this is one environment, offline class, sorry, online class. In this online class is one environment. This environment contains computers and a network and a Zoom, some softwares. Yes or no? Similarly, cloud is also what? Environment. What is that environment contains? Servers. Inside the servers, softwares are installed, network security. Okay, na? So that cloud contains what? Servers, softwares, network, security. Okay. So cloud is one environment. That environment contains servers. Inside the server, what will be there? Softwares will be installed. What softwares? Windows, Oracle, MySQL, whatever softwares. So all the softwares are installed inside the server. Then who provide this cloud? This cloud is provided by third party. Okay, na? This environment is provided by third party. For example, what? For example, Amazon. Amazon provide cloud services. Microsoft provides cloud services. Google provides cloud services. Oracle provides cloud services. Okay. So these are the cloud service providers. Like you want internet connection. If you want internet connection, you contact what? Internet service providers. Like what? Who are the internet service providers? Act is one internet service provider. Excel, etc. Then Airtel. So these are all internet service providers. Like similarly, who are the cloud service providers? Amazon, Microsoft, Google, so Oracle. So these are all cloud service providers. So suppose assume this is one cloud. This cloud is provided by Amazon, Amazon cloud. Okay, Amazon cloud. Then so now TCS developed one database. Okay, na? TCS developed database, and it is developed for whom? It is developed for HDFC. Now TCS like will ask HDFC, you want on-premises deployment or on-cloud deployment? TCS will ask HDFC whether they want on-premises or on-cloud. Suppose HDFC wants on-cloud, then this database is deployed in the cloud server. So this database is deployed in the cloud server. So once this database is deployed in the cloud server, and HDFC people will connect to the what? Cloud server and work with the database, because their database is there in the cloud server. So these people connect to the cloud and work with the database. Okay. HDFC people will connect to the cloud server and work with the database. Okay. So what is the advantage of cloud? Like what the advantage of cloud is? So advantage of cloud is this cloud reduces initial investment for HDFC people. It reduces cost for HDFC people, because so in case of on premises, we have to buy the server. HDFC people have to buy the server. We have to buy the softwares. HDFC people have to buy the softwares. We have to recruit the technical team. HDFC people have to recruit the technical team. So HDFC people have to buy the servers, buy the softwares, and recruit the technical team to manage what? Database. Now, so this complete headache is shifted to what? TCS. Sorry, this complete headache is shifted to what? Cloud service provider, Amazon. Now, who buy the server? Amazon. Who buy the software? Amazon. Who recruit the technical team? Amazon will recruit the technical team to manage the database. So this cloud reduces initial investment for HDFC. So what HDFC people have to do? they have to pay some monthly rent or annual rent to Amazon because they are using their cloud now. So they have to pay some monthly or annual rent to the Amazon people. Hmm. Mhm. On premises and on cloud. I think you understood this. Huh? Yes or no? Then. So from Oracle 12c onwards, Oracle 12c onwards. Before 12c, database is available only for on-premises. From 12c onwards, Oracle is available for what? On-premises and on-cloud. You got it? So before 12c version, it is available only for on-premises. From 12c onwards, it is available for on-premises and on-cloud. Okay? Then, so from 12c onwards, Oracle databases can be delivered in two ways. Oracle database can be delivered in two ways: on premises, on cloud. This is on premises. What is in on cloud? Database is deployed in the server managed by cloud service provider. For example, Amazon. Okay. So in on cloud, database is deployed in the server managed by cloud service provider. Example, Amazon. So these are the two. Okay. And next. Understood? Now. So that is the reason. So the cloud related technologies also doing good, like DevOps, AWS, Microsoft Azure. So these are all cloud related technologies. So they are also doing the good. Okay. And that's all. This is about what is I, what is G, what is C, what is internet, what is grid, what is cloud means. Okay. Then next. But so whether it is 10G or 11G or 12C or 19. But what I said 19C, you install 19C. Okay, now then you know how to download this. Hmm? You know how to download this 19C. You can. So now you install 12C or 18C or 19C, any version you install. So what the components are installed then? Next, what are the components that are installed? Now, so the following components are installed after installing what? Oracle. So what components are installed? Mainly two components are installed. One is server, the other one is client. So these two are installed, server and client, server component and client component. So these two components are installed after installation of Oracle. Any version, 10G or 11G or 12C, etc. But install latest versions, 18 or 19 like that. Okay, then and server and client. Okay, now now. So, but what is server? What is server component and what is that client component? Okay, what is that server component and what is the client component? Okay, so what are these two components, server and client? Okay, so we'll discuss in the next class. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 Bye. See you tomorrow.